In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, to whom we all have to today, honorable listeners and respectable audience, you know that yesterday we started introduction to research. Yesterday I told you about research. That what is research? Why research is conducted? What is the purpose of research? What is the literal meaning of research? And the definition and characteristics as well. Today, I'm going to teach you the type of research. Listeners and audience, whenever you are conducting a research, you must know which type of research you are going to conduct, either quantitative research or qualitative research. If you know them better, then it will be easy for you to go towards that. Or it is based on your curiosity and interest as well. However, understanding of both of them are very necessary. Remember, there are various types of research, but these two are very important: quantitative research and qualitative research. Today, I'm going only to teach you quantitative research. What is quantitative research? How it is conducted? And what are some examples to know and understand quantitative research? So be with me and listen to this lecture from beginning until end. Listeners and audience, whenever we are talking about quantitative research is a type of research which is based on numbers, which is based on numerical data or statistics. So a type of research in which a data is collected based on statistics, numbers, or numerical data, that is called quantitative research. Remember, in quantitative research, information is counted, measured, or expressed in numbers. And very interestingly, in this type of research, the result is shown either in chart, diagram, table, or by percentage or through percentage. And quantitative research will be more easy when I provide some practical examples for the sake of understanding. But before going to provide examples, let me tell you the main purpose of quantitative research. What is the main purpose? The first one, it measures variable. That variable can be age, height, mass, or income. I think it will not clear until and unless I provide example related to variable. First of all, what is variable? Listeners and audience, variable refers to anything that can be changed. It means variable is not constant, but it is changed. How? For example, if the time for the students English language practice increase, the fluency or the proficiency of the students, definitely it will increase. So time is variable now. So when you increase the time, the proficiency of the student increases. So here, time is one variable and proficiency is another variable. Okay. Now, second, a purpose of this type of research is find patterns or relationship between them. What does it mean? Find patterns or relationship between mean that where we find the relationship between the two variables, as I exemplified in the first example. Like a variable, if one variable increases, another will also increase. For example, if the time for English language practice increases, the proficiency of the student will increase. And we call it positive relation. There is a relationship between the variables and that is positive. However, there is if we say that where would be negative relation, for example, between variables, like for example, if the rate of education increases, so definitely the illiteracy will be decreased. So here is a negative relationship present. There is a relationship between two variables, but it is negative relationship. So when one variable increases and another decreases, so we call it negative relationship. And the third main purpose is make a general conclusion from a number of people. What does it mean? For example, if you are conducting a research, there are, let's say, 1,000 students in the entire school. You are conducting research on that. So you have a large number of students, 1,000 students. That 1,000 students, a large number of the students, that is your population. In research, we call it population because you are conducting research on that. But it is not possible, for example, to take or, for example, to prepare or conduct the tests from all of them. Definitely, you will select 100 of them. Let's say randomly 10 students will be selected from one class, 10 from other class, and 10 from other, and then you will, for example, conduct research on them. And that research be maybe their fluency, their speaking, their writing, whatever, their grammatical mistakes. So whenever you are selecting only 100 students and you are taking 10 students from each class randomly, that is called your sample. But remember, that sample is the representation of the entire population. Okay. Now let's come to one lengthy example for the sake of understanding that how we use quantitative research. Quantitative research is used. For example, here you are conducting a research in order to know the level of the students, like which method is better for the students that their marks increase. So definitely, there are two methods, for example. One is deductive method, another is inductive method. So now you are conducting a study, quantitative study, in order to know either by inductive method the student learn better or by deductive method. So you are conducting a research on that. So what you will do now, this is a lengthy example for the sake of understanding. So as a researcher, first of all, let's say you will teach 1 month based on deductive method and you will teach another month based on inductive method. Like in one method, we have, for example, you define the thing and then you provide examples. In another method, you first of all provide general examples to the students. When they come to know, after that you come to the definition and explanation. So first of all, you apply the first method. You talk to the student regarding the first method. When the month was completed, you conducted the test. Like for example, some students got 70 marks, some got 80 marks, some got for example 90 marks. So you are showing the result of them. However, now you want to compare the first result with the second, that either which method is best regarding their score. So now you taught to the students based on another method. So when you compare two of the method, you come to know that because of inductive method, for example, the student they got high marks. The student, their proficiency, their level, their understanding or comprehension is more better is compared to the past method. So when you show the scores, the results, all the information based on percentage, showing their relationship uh, through numerical data, this is called quantitative research. One example. Let me provide another interesting example. For example, there are so many workers working in a company. Let's say 1,000 workers working in a company. You want to know that either the workers and the company they satisfy from the company or not. They are happy from the company or not, the employees you're talking about. So now you prepared a questionnaires. For example, you write the score or the options. Are you satisfied from this company? And then you written, I am, for example, have you written just a simple statement that I am satisfied from the company? Then you have written agree, 100% agree, or you say strongly agree or disagree. Strongly disagree, for example. So now you allowed each and every person to mark it. So definitely, let's say, for example, you only selected 100 of the employees. So 70 of the employees said that yes, strongly agree, and 30 said that disagree. So you showed that on the chart, on the percentage, let's 70% of the employees they are satisfied from the company. So this is called quantitative research. However, this is a very lengthy process. It does not mean that research is finished. This is just for the sake of understanding quantitative research. We will discuss it in detail upcoming lectures. Like we will discuss what is qualitative method. Remember, in research, we will discuss each and every chapter theoretically, but practically as well, particularly practically. But understanding these things are very important. Either you are interested in qualitative research or in quantitative research. For example, in research, we will discuss all these chapters with practical knowledge like introduction, how introduction is written, and after that literature review, then for example analysis, findings, and then after analysis and discussion, findings and conclusion, so we will discuss all of them in detail. However, little bit knowledge or detailed knowledge is required regarding understanding of these things. So hope that this topic is clear to you. Thank you.